Hey guys, GameBoy3800 here once again, and I deleted a lot of stuff from this hard drive here on the camcorder. Now I have 5 hours of recording time. Hooray. I won't need all that today, hopefully, because I think I figured out what's up with the video card in the system. My plan is to install a quadro here back in there. You saw that it recognized and installed the drivers, but it blue screens on startup. I'm thinking if I can get it back to looking like a quadro, that because the drivers are already installed, it'll work fine once it's reflashed. First thing I'm going to do is find out why thermal compound got there. And then I guess I'll clean some thermal compound from the quadro since it's going to go in anyways, so let's do that now. Use some rubbing alcohol now. Oh my god. I started recording right as it got quiet. I don't know what the dogs are barking at, but believe me, I tried to make sure they're quiet. So do not complain. If you do, then, oh well, I guess I'm not going to stop you, but please don't complain. Oh yes, you can use your graphics card like a plate to get the crumbs off. It works like that, right? I've had so many close calls on this workbench, it's not even funny. Like I just bumped the rubbing alcohol bottle. If that got all over here, it probably wouldn't have killed it since there's no system going through it. There would have been a pretty time-consuming setback to wait for it to all dry. Probably like a few days. Probably only really need one day, but I'd do a few days to be safe. Microfiber cloth. There we go. This thing is ready to be installed in something. Hopefully this computer. Alright, so now it's time to repeat the process that we've seen 100 times already, taking an old Alienware apart. I put in 8 gigabytes of memory into this computer the other day, and I made all the updates install really fast because the system is only limited by processor and memory, but mostly memory. If it can get more updates loaded up at once, it will do better. So it took only about half the time it took before when I had 4 gigs. A system like the old Clevo D700 series I've worked on in the past can only support a maximum of 2 gigabytes, so I can imagine that waiting for all 300 Windows 7 updates for that to go by over the course of a year. There we go. Alright, that actually had some pretty good contact there. Now this one got a little bit squished, but it didn't break or anything. Now take out the retaining screws and hopefully leave the back plate in the same spot. There we go. I may resell that 8600M for parts, since I can't get a 2-display picture on any machine. It's not working on this, it's not working on the M15X, it's just not working on anything. I don't know why. There we go. Now we just gotta get all the heat pads on it. Some of them are a little bit dirty. How did they get dirty? What happened? That's one side of memory. There's the other side. Here's a bit over some PWM phases. Here's a bit over some more PWM phases. Oh, that's really sticky. More PWM phases. More. And there we go. That's all the phases and power delivery systems covered. Now just gotta get the old bits off of the heatsink here. There's a little bit of leftover bits here still on. If this doesn't work, I know of a listing on eBay for an 8700 MGT with its own special heatsink for this model. may end up picking that up if I can get it for a good price. Right now it's for $35. That's a bit high for an old system like this, but what are you gonna do? If that's the only one you can find, then you don't have much choice. You can't see that. Hopefully you can see some of that now. Only has a tiny bit of thermal paste, so it's not going to be too hard to clean off. And it should only need one dousing of rubbing alcohol. Alright. Big thing of thermal compound here. It's not too big anymore. It's actually starting to get empty. I should think about getting a new one of these. Larger than average dot, because I needed to cover everything. Microfiber to clean the heatsink. There we go. I like this heatsink model. It's a remarkably good fit for this series of cards. Or at least the ones with all the memory on this one side. A little bit tricky to get in there. Come on, you can do it. You know you want to. Why is that not going in? Just move it around a bit, I guess, and try again. There's one. There's another. That's that one. And there we go. They're all in now. Do them in a couple turns at a time to try to get the heat spread somewhat even. There we go. Let's get the fan back in. Now we're going to hope for the best upon boot up. I'm thinking we're going to definitely, well, one, need to get into Windows normally to hit the F7 combo for the on-screen display to swap over to the graphics card. Then we go into safe mode so we can disable it. And then boot back up normally where we can flash it. And there we go, we did that in all one nice take. Here's the battery. There's a big chip out here, but it somehow still locks into place, so I'm not going to complain. Well, I probably will, but battery's dead anyways. I'm going to have to cut it up here because the power adapter is plugged in someplace else. I'm stupid. Alright, I'm back with the power adapter. And it goes, that was surprisingly easy to do. First time aiming there. Alright, I'm still being very cautious with the hinge because I know the history of this still breaking even after being fixed. So, I'm going to get you to start up. You're going to see that I changed the colors of the LEDs since I can. I still haven't found out how to fix this one here. I don't know why, but it's not important. The ones that are important are the trackpad and keyboard. Couldn't really care less for the light pipe, but it's cool, I guess. It shouldn't take too long to start up, so I'll just let it run. Unless it's going to do Windows updates. I forget whether I shut down with Windows updates or not. Alright, video card fan is running. That's good. Come on, no Windows updates. It's doing updates. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I went down to get a drink, and it's still on a black screen here. I don't know what's up. Alright, I come back a couple minutes later, and now it's at starting Windows. And I wonder what happened. Let's see if we can see what goes on this time. Will it give us another blue screen, or what will happen? Alright, starting up. Preparing to configure Windows again. Welcome. The display seems dim. It's all the way up. Huh. Oh well. No idea what happened before. It just didn't want to show display. Yeah, shut up. FN, F7. Alright. So to avoid just seeing a blue screen, I'm going to smash F8 at startup here to get it to go to the safe mode menu. And there we go. I'm just going to disable the video card through Device Manager and then restart, and it'll still be disabled upon next startup. So yeah. Going into safe mode shouldn't take too long, hopefully. But with this old unpredictable system, you never know. It could take forever. Look at that. It took forever. Alright, so it's hoping not going to launch up core temp. That's fine. Device manager. Goodbye Windows Help. I don't need you. So that's now disabled. Let's go ahead and restart. And then we should be good to flash to a 3700M. And then, after that, maybe the drivers will work since they're already installed, right? All it needs to do is look in the drivers folder and say, hey, compatibility, hooray! Because before, it didn't even see it in the driver install screen as a Quadro. But now, it's already installed, so there's no reason for it to not work, right? Right? So I don't really plan on upgrading the processor if it's not needed, to help keep it a little bit quieter. Because if the video card fan always has a slight hum, that's good. If the processor fan would stay nice and quiet like it is now, because 2.1 gigahertz doesn't make much heat, then that would be swell. I have no idea why it didn't make any sound there, but whatever. Now from here, going to bring up the flash utility. That's why I didn't make a sound. I had the sound turned all the way down. I forget why I had that like that. Looking for the ROM named 3700. So let's do this. Index, alright. I need a space there. There we go. Update successful. Exit that. Now restart Windows. And let's see what happens. You're going to see the live feed. Will it start up with the Quadro being awesome, or will it still not detect properly and I'll have to do some device manager hackery? Alright, come on. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be no drivers, because resolution. Standard VGA graphics adapter still. Alright, we're just going to have it search the entire computer, see if it'll find the drivers. Oh, that went very quickly and disappointingly. Why though? Why you do this? I just want the Quadro to be functional. The M15X can see it fine, why can't you? You're the same product generation. Probably going to do the same thing as before, where it's not going to detect it, even though it already has drivers installed from the 9800 MGT BIOS. The most confusing thing about all this is the 8600 MGT not working at all in any computer ever. That should have worked in both the M15 and M17, but it worked in neither. Hooray for DOA Chinese scams. Well, not really. It did allow the system to boot up before, and I could do a blind flash to fix the bad flash I did before. Alright, moment of truth. Can you see that? Not really. Now watch and be amazed as it doesn't work. Perfect. So we're back to square 1.5. Hinges are fixed. It's got the video card installed, but no, the drivers don't install at all. Oh well. I guess it's something from not having any display at all, or blue screening. So let's just get back to Intel and call this a day. If you guys enjoyed this, another video card swap for the M15X, then please go ahead and leave a like, favorite, comment, share, and of course don't forget to subscribe as well. Thanks, Game Boy. I will see you in the future.